On October 20th, 2019, another inch and a half of rain fell in the region around the Hands Creek Valley and the Narrows of Hands Creek. I went out early in the morning, and I first went down to a place known as Ann's Branch along the Hands Creek Road. It's been continually having destruction, and took some pictures and videos. And then I traveled up the Hands Creek Valley farther, took some more pictures, and then headed into the Narrows of Hands Creek. Back to the area part of the area that I looked at on October 16th, and then across the valley to the other side of the valley for a little ways up on the steep hillside on the south side or the north side of the creek on the Ellison Ridge side. This is a collection of those videos and pictures from this morning's walk on October 20th. So the destruction of Hands Creek continues. Good morning. 8:06 on October 20th, 2019. This is Ann's Branch on Hands Creek, known as MVP F18. This is a recurring problem here that's been happening forever. Seems like nobody can get it stopped and nobody can do anything about it. So more pictures later. Let's do some more monitoring here this morning. Okay, so now I've come up the road about a quarter of a mile. Ann's Branch is just right over the bank there. If I got to the top of the hill there, I can look right down on it. This is another stream here that's been impacted by MVP, but way up that direction, up that hollow there, and but it's not got the work area. It's not being crossed. There is some sediment erosion that comes in there, but most of it's being caught in a pond that's on top of the hill, so it don't make it down here. But that's the comparison shots. Very little turbidity. We've had about 1.5 inches of rain overnight here. Good morning. It's 9:21 on October 20th. Had about 1.5 inches of rain here in the Hands Creek Valley. So I'm standing on the Hands Creek Kibble Hill Bridge, and water is starting to get a little bit more turbid than it was at 8 o'clock. But I was just up the road about a half mile and saw real muddy water coming down, and so I thought I'd come down here and show you what's happening here at 8:20. And I'm gonna go just up the road to the next bridge, and you're gonna see the turbid water. So I've driven a short distance up to the front of the Hands Creek Church, looking down the creek. You see the turbidity that's coming out of the Narrows and beyond. So we will go up farther and check this out. Good morning on the Narrows of Hands Creek. I'm actually on the Oak Hill Ridge, sometimes called the Smith Ridge, above the Narrows of Hands Creek. I was here on the 16th, Wednesday. This self-hits looked awful. We got about 1.5 inches of rain last night, but by the time I got in here, the rain's been over. Don't look like they've done much to this area here. This should have lots of water behind it, but it doesn't. So I assume maybe they'll just run off during the night. I don't see any sediment laden water leaving the road because there's no water here at this point. I saw another spot down there and one over the other side of the logs. So I'm going to leave here and maybe go over to the other side, go down the slope and see what I see down there. And we'll do more pictures and videos as we get along. So we're here in the Narrows of Hands Creek again, and it's what time is it? It's getting to be about 10:27. So you may have seen the video I did on and the pictures I took on the Wednesday, the 16th. This is the 20th, and I'd walked by this particular silt fence, and there was water behind it a little bit. It was coming through the bottom of the silt fence, but it was really kind of still clear. Wasn't real muddy like the rest of it. They hadn't put this stuff here in there yet. And I walked right down over the hill here down about beyond that tree to get a station number, and I heard water rushing, and I looked back, and suddenly lots and lots of water is running down the hill, and this silt fence had blown out underneath. It was running from there, and it was running from there. And I remember you saw the video, and you saw it come down here and go that way and go that way and go down over the hill. I guess the same thing happened last night. There's no water behind it. It's not raining, so no active running. But lo and behold, I found this. They buried some trash. Looks like a water bottle under the silt fence. Wonder how much other stuff's been buried on these roads. Anyway, so we're going to get off the hill here and go down over the steep bank here and go see what else we can see. Let's go into the Nares. So it's 10:34, 10:20. I just come from up there, down along the road. Looks like there might have been some water coming underneath there, but I couldn't tell for sure. Definitely been coming out here. And this is station number 9919, I think plus 00. I couldn't read all that down there. And I got a silt sock here. You've definitely had water coming under here. Now what it does, it goes into these rocks here pretty quickly and comes out down at the creek. You also notice there's pellets on the hill. You can kind of see some mud slipping over there. But you can see that they're way outside of their row. There's some over there on that rock right there. So they're spreading these pellets and they're not staying within their limits of disturbance. This is in an area, I've actually seen this worse in places. So we're heading down. So just walking up there, down along here, there's definitely water leaving the road here, going down to this silt sock. Like I said, this is a rock garden here, and all this water don't go very far before it goes into the rocks, and it comes out down at the creek. We'll see that in a minute. You can see it come out here. So it's collected in there, and it's come out here, and it sinks into the rock. And we're at the bottom of the hill, and we'll go on down. So we made it to the bottom of the hill, and you'll see more sediment set in here. Lots of sediment set in here. It has since soaked into the ground, and we'll go over here. There used to be a big area here they dug out to catch water, and they filled that in. So if you walk down the road here just a little ways, and we'll cross here. Wrong place. Sorry about that. My camera battery's flashing, so I guess I'm not gonna get to do everything I wanted to do this morning. I'll have to go home, back in, and fix the battery, charge the battery. Here we are. Charge the battery, and maybe I'll get back out this afternoon. But I might take a few more pictures till the battery just totally gives out. So you can see some sediment laden water down there that's come out of the hill. That's the only place it could come from. and over there's the road. It also comes out around the hill here. I'll walk over there and see what I got. So I won't take a video, I'll just take a picture. So I've crossed the creek, there's the bridge, there's the slope, and this is a recurring theme. So this here, I don't know what they're doing there. If the creek gets up, that'll take it out, but usually water pops up out from under there, and it has popped up under here. Matter of fact, I found a stake over there under the bridge, and I put this stake right there where it comes out of the rocks. And so water comes out from under the rocks and comes down here and in here. Then it sinks back in the ground, comes out other places and in the creek. Well, this is about as far as I can go today. My camera's battery's dying. I may try to get out later this afternoon, but I think I've seen enough for today. It is right at 11 o'clock, 10:59, here on the 20th of October. This is actually the best I've ever seen this, so give them kudos for that one. The water goes through the rocks, and I suppose, I'm guessing they lined that real good with these rocks in there. We've had mudslides in here last year. I suppose, I'm guessing that this will not hold that, but hopefully I'm wrong. A real steep slope there. And we'll head it on in and charge the battery and file a complaint. It isn't as bad as it was on the 20th, but it's still pretty bad, and I guess the reason was because I wasn't in here while it was raining. I'm sure that if I was in here while it was raining, it would have been pretty bad. Well, that's it from the Narrows of Hans Creek on the 20th of October, 2019, and MVP continues to destroy our water and our land and our natural beautiful areas.